Okay, you must have already heard all the rumours that Pacquiao is looking to meet Cotto for a second time. The other rumour is that the fight won't be at welterweight, but it's going to be another catchweight fight at 151 pound. Now, for me, I see absolutely no point in this fight whatsoever. And if it's not 154 pounds where Cotto is fighting now, and Pacquiao's not moving up to light middle, as Floyd's done on a number of occasions, gone up to light middleweight and fought. If Pacquiao's not prepared to do that and fight 154 pound, the fight should be boycotted. I'm fed up of Pacquiao getting these fighters to come move down in weight and get weight drained, and then he beats them, and then afterwards everyone says yes, Pacquiao's a great fighter. Fight people at their natural weights in their weight divisions, right? Forget this catchweight stuff. It's the same thing now with Andre Ward fighting what's this guy's name, Chad Dawson, right? He should be fighting him at the light heavyweight division. You've done what you've done at super middleweight, go up to light heavyweight. So anyway, enough of my little rant about that, and I don't care what you Pacquiao fans think. That's just the truth. You knock Floyd all you want, and I'm not jumping on the Floyd bandwagon here. I'm just saying that Floyd has fought the opponents he had. Okay, he fought Marquez, and Marquez was, at least Marquez came in and he was a little heavier than Marquez. It's a little different than getting a guy to drain his weight to come down and fight you. But that's enough of that. So Pacquiao Cotto 2. I guess it keeps it in the family once again with Bob Arum. Actually, is Cotto still with Bob Arum, or is he apart from Bob Arum and Top Rank? But anyway, so Cotto and Pacquiao fight again. To be honest, I don't think Pacquiao's really interested in fighting Marquez again. 3 times he's fought him, 3 times he hasn't worked Marquez out, and the last time they fought, for me, I think Marquez comfortably beat Pacquiao, comfortably. Again, you know, everyone's entitled to their opinion. Yes, I thought that Pacquiao did beat Bradley, although Bradley won the fight controversially, as I predicted in one of my videos pre-fight. But I'll tell you something now. Bradley was on one leg for most of that fight. He got injured, twisted his ankle in about the second round, I believe, second or third round, and Bradley was able to withstand Pacquiao's best shots and keep fighting. I'll tell you something now. If they fight again, I believe this time Bradley beats Pacquiao convincingly. With 2 legs, he convincingly beats Pacquiao this time round. Look, Pacquiao, for me, is not going to do anything differently in his fights. He fights the same way in every single fight. And prior to the Marquez fight and the Bradley fight, those 2 fights, guys beforehand have been either weight drained, over the hill, and just simply not good enough. The last 2 guys have challenged him, and that's probably why Manny hasn't looked as good. Forget the whole drugs thing, that's probably why he hasn't looked as good, because these 2 guys have been a lot more competitive, the last 2 guys he's fought. And it's amazing he doesn't want to fight Bradley or Marquez, and they're looking to fight someone they've already beaten up already. What do you prove by fighting him? What do you prove by fighting Cotto? Unless you fight the fight 154 pounds, you ain't proving nothing. You know what I mean? Because even when Mayweather recently fought Cotto at 154 pound, you know, that was a tough fight for Mayweather. Yeah, he won the fight, but it was tough. It wasn't a walkover. So I'd like to see how Manny does it at that weight. But I just find that Manny Pacquiao fights the same way in every single fight, and he's getting slower and he's getting older. And you know, it's going to be a shame that the fight between him and Mayweather may not happen. They're saying that this time, maybe at the end of the year, the fight will happen, or next year the fight will happen. But you know, I don't think it's going to happen this year, because we're coming close to the end of the year. So next year they're talking about Mayweather. So Mayweather's a year older, Pacquiao's a year older. You know, they're not going to be fighting in their primes, that's for sure. So point of the fight. You know, to be honest, what I would do, and I hope it's arranged, that Marquez and Bradley fight. I'd love to see that fight. I think that would be a really good fight. I think it will attract a lot of attention. Bradley and Marquez, I think it'll be a decent fight. As for Pacaquiao, if he fights Cotto again, if he fights Cotto 154 pound, I think Cotto actually beats him 154 pound. And again, Pacaquiao, to his credit, has kept it together, even though he's had a lot of distractions outside the ring, and eventually they've got to catch up with him inside the ring. They have, you know, I don't know how much he can keep fighting, how much his heart is still in fighting. Does he still want to carry on boxing, or is he in a contract that he has to keep boxing? I don't know. So for me, if the fight's not 154 pound, I think that it's another fight. I actually don't see Cotto winning the fight, to be honest. But I'd like to see the fight at 154 pound. If he does fight 154 pound, and people say weight doesn't make a difference, I think he does. I think I'd like to see Cotto in that fight, and I'd be backing Cotto in that fight. I don't think Manny's going to get any better. So that's where it is. We'll see if the fight gets confirmed. I'll make a prediction then about it, but I'm not too fussed about the fight, to be honest. As I said, he could have been fighting Bradley again, which I'd like to have seen, or Marquez. But there you go. I'm out.